Hello to my sisters. How you doing? Hello to my brothers. How you be doing? You know who I be, your sister T. Coffee, tea, you can't forget about me. And you know my life's motto. It don't matter not one bit if I know you or you know me. But because we are human beings, because we are God's creations, that is what makes me and you family. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I hope you had a lovely, blessed weekend. So today is Monday, right? The beginning of another work week for some. But what I wanted to do is come on and wish you well. But before I do that, you know there's three things I stand for, and I just want to check in and make sure you had a lovely time over the weekend taking care of business if you didn't do it through the work week. Number one, you're thanking God for that Saturday and Sunday that He gave you. Number two, you got your morning and nighttime TLC loving. Oh, yes, you did, and it was good. And number three, you took out an hour on Saturday and Sunday and did something that benefited only you. You did something for you. There's 24 hours in a day. You can take one to do something just for you. You need that. Just as your body needs that TLC. You have to exhale. But let's keep going. Today is Monday. And if you are alive today, that means that what God said, I know it's true for me, but I want it to be true for you. God tells us that joy cometh in the morning. Oh, yes, He did. And if you went to bed last night and didn't have a good night, for whatever reason, when you woke up today, did you feel the joy? You know, when I woke up, I sat up in my bed and I just thanked the Lord for another day, and I just said, I'm so glad to be alive. See, that's that joy. If you ain't got nothing else to be joyful about, you ought to be joyful that you are still yet in the land of the living. Yes, that should bring you joy. Before you go outside, you should already have something inside to be joyful about. What about last night? Did anything happen to you and your family members, or was you kept safe? Did He wake you and your whole entire household up and didn't take nobody's life? And is everybody up with a right mind, activity of their limbs? That is joy. That should be joy that is brought to you from just recognizing God's goodness to you. How important enough you are to Him for Him to ensure that blessing restored upon you and your family to keep you safe, wake you up. Yes, that should bring you joy. Now another thing. I want us to be very careful, because if God gives you something, listen to me now. If God gives you something, and He's starting the day off with something that He's giving you, which is joy, how you going to go out? Or how you going to go the rest of the day and let someone steal your joy away? God forbid. God forbid. Not over here. You ain't disturbing no peace over here. There's joy, love, peace, and happiness over here. This is the lover's house. Ain't no haters over here. You already know what it be. But if ain't nobody got nobody to hate on me. Because my love will conquer any hate. I don't care what it brings. I got enough love in me to pour over any hate to come my way. And I make haters my motivators all day. Yes, I do. But let me get back to this joy. Don't you go and let nobody take that joy away from you. Don't you let nobody steal it. And let me tell you something. Don't you be foolish and just give it and throw it away. You should have joy with you all during the day. Let something happen to you. But then you think about it. Am I alive? And as soon as you can get the answer to that and this yes, you ought to feel some joy in you. Your bones ought to be joyful. You ought to say, I don't care. Yeah, I may not got along with the co-worker. Oh, I almost had an accident, or I may have got into an argument or something. But I am yet alive. I can make change. I can ask for forgiveness for any wrong that I've done. Because I'm yet alive. But see, there's going to come that time when that breath is taken away from our nostrils, and you won't have no more time to get it right or to make it right. That's why you should have joy every single morning that you wake up. But let me tell you, on those days that we don't got no joy, we human. Hold on 1 minute, I'm human. On those days we wake up and we don't feel 100 in our bodies or in our minds. Got a lot going on. On those particular days, you be aware of yourself, your own self. Check your own self before you wreck yourself. If you already know that you're irritated, you already know you ain't feeling 100, do like your sister T do. When I'm not feeling well, I don't go outside. You know why? Because I'm already irritated. I don't feel good in my body. I ain't got time. No, my patience is short. I don't want to. I don't do it. I don't want to go outside my house and mistreat someone. See, but if I'm already irritated and you run on my foot with that basket, or you do, I'm gonna be already going off because I'm already irritated. I shouldn't even be outside in the public. And if I am going to be in the public, I should not mistreat another person bad or wrong just because of what I'm going through. I ought to be kind and just say to myself, that's a human being just as I am. That's a person, that's a sister or brother to me. And I should love them, and I'm going to love them and not mistreat them. That's how it should be. And that's how it is with T. I ain't got no time. I ain't got nothing for you but love. If you want something else, you're going to go get it from somebody else. I'm not miserable. So I don't care about you being miserable and you want somebody to be miserable with you because you don't be miserable by yourself. That's all on you. I'm not your co-pilot. I'm going to tell you, I'm in my own airplane. And God is the pilot. Yes, over here. So you can't disturb nothing over here. If he's driving this airplane, if he is with me, who can be against me? And do I really care? I don't. I tell you, I'm not worried about what my sisters and brothers think about me. Because they got to make it in like I got to make it in. And they're not the ones that can put my name in the book. I'm worried about what Daddy, what Father God said, what he tells me to do. That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm concerned about. Am I approved by him? Am my actions and living approved by him? That's what matters to me. But I just wanted to get on just a little while. I ain't gonna be long at all. But I just wanted to just bring that thought to you. You know if you feeling 100 in your body and mind before you go out in the public. And even if you gotta go out, like go to work, you already know today you ain't feeling one. Take a little time out. Let this be this hour, okay, that you take out for yourself to get self together. Because I'm going to tell you something about self. If self is not checked, self will be wrecked. Yes, and I'm going to tell you who you're going to blame. You need to go look in the mirror and blame nobody but yourself. You know why? Because you are in control of you. And if you don't do what you're supposed to do for you, shame on you. Nobody else. Nobody else. Nobody. Accountability, responsibility is going to be handled over here. It's going to be given over here. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yeah. We are responsible for loving our Father God and loving our neighbors as ourselves. We are responsible to do what our daddy tell us to do, and that's just it. That's just the way it go. Now, I pray. Today is Monday. And if you got out that bed, or if it's early in the morning and your mate's still in the bed, get in there and get it. You get in there and get it. Don't you send your mate outside on a Monday, the beginning of a work week. Get it. You need it. You need it. You go get some. Go on in there. It ain't gonna take long. It ain't gonna take long. If you get on in there and do what you gotta do, it won't take long. It won't. You know how to do. You know how to go in there and get it. Go in there and get it. Now, I shouldn't have to tell you what to go do to go get it, but you go get it. Go ahead. And then you make sure you thank the Lord for being alive to be able to get it. Yes. To be able to feel it. Yes. For it to be good to you. Yes. Thank the Lord for it. Thank the Lord for your mate. Because you was able to get it in. Something that your body needs. Yes, to add to that joy. You know what I'm saying? To add to that joy. And now, you done had your TLC, you done thanked the Lord for another day, and you're going to take an hour, sometime today on this Monday. You're going to go to thyself, with thyself, by thyself. Do something that's only going to benefit thyself. My sister and my brother, that's all I have for you today on this Monday. And I just want to know, if you don't mind, I said anything to help you and your ears love to hear, go ahead and hit the like button for me. I appreciate it. I appreciate it in advance, because you ain't got to do nothing for me. But I thank you. And I tell you one more thing. You be safe. You take your time. You don't rush. You don't get in no road rage. Let that car go, because you still going to get to where you got to be. You ain't got to worry about rushing. Take your time. And I'll tell you one more thing. Put on Air One, either going or coming, and that'll help you along your way. And so until the next tea time, on the same tea channel, be safe, my brother and my sister, and God bless.